Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Zion Analysis. It is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you well wherever you are. Now, a few days ago, when there was a clash between Kenya and East African community, that seems to be fear to our President William Samoei Ruto. As you can see, I'm displaying the picture there between Ruto visiting Uganda for IGAD meeting. And I've realized that it is not only the East African community meeting happening in Uganda. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, there is something that you have to understand in your life, what we call politics. And as politics rising, temperature is rising day in, day out in the Republic of Kenya. Museveni have come out to storm William Samoei Ruto, claiming that on the petty things, everything that he speaks is just war, before having a meeting with the IGAD people. And this meeting was held by the AU General Secretary and other African Union leadership. And it is hopeful that Kenya must now apologize for the neighboring country in East Africa community. As I said, that for our country to run well or to have better economy situation, then we must have a good term relationship with our neighbors. So today's discussion, we want to ask ourselves, why do you think Ruto made a quick visit to Uganda? Before I do that, if this might be your first time watching me at Zion Kenya TV YouTube channel, kindly take a 1 second and click the subscriptions button and subscribe. After you subscribe, watch our videos, like, share, and give us your opinion. Meanwhile, let's proceed and take a look on this video on what Museveni is saying.
But you have got wars, everything, every small thing is war, everything, war. This is ideological shallowness in our view. So therefore, in our discussion, we captured this, and we really think the parties involved must stop these unprincipled wars. We call these types of wars unprincipled wars. Now, on the issue of the Ethiopia and Somalia, again, we have support. You will hear what the communicators say, the principle of the sovereignty of countries of Africa and of the world, I believe, and the inviolability of the borders. So, but it is all in the communication.
We also supported the Jeddah process, initiated by the United States and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, despite our deep conviction that African problems must be resolved in Africa.
Now, I believe you've watched the video. As I said, that Museveni is trying to explain the true character of William Samoei Ruto. And in all of my analysis, I used to say that you as a leader, if you don't have knowledge or wisdom from leadership, then you are automatically out of the lane. You can't rule peacefully. And that is what Museveni is trying to explain to William Samoei Ruto. Not only Ruto, but also other leaders in Africa or across the world. People are saying, I don't know why nowadays Museveni have changed that way. But I want to say Ongera, Ugandan president, for such kind of a great move. Now, number one, we want to have this candid discussion. Why do you think Ruto have made such kind of decision? We recall we sent the other day his deputy having a meeting, international meeting with the other president in Africa, where Rigathi Gachagua went and speak. I think if you can recall. Before I do this, I want to appreciate you members for the great effort actually you are doing. I don't always want to forget you on my analysis. Continue supporting this channel, because if it was not your support, that this channel could have not reached to where it is as at now. Let's proceed. That why do you think Ruto had a quick visitation in Uganda? Number one, fuel import. As we recall, Uganda reported Ruto on fuel. If you can flash back what I said, I don't want to speak much on that because I'm just picking points by one. Fuel import. Number two, IGAD threat to de-escalate tension in East African community. IGAD meeting, that was their aim. And if they will continue having war in East African community, then they are not going to have businesses, they are not going to work efficiently, then they are not going to import or have their goods, and the economy is going to worsen if they don't change. Number three, to apologize for East Africa presidents. That is the aim, and that is why it was called urgently in Uganda. According to those who have read and those who understand, is that Ruto was too much going faster under his administration, and now the East African president wanted a way for him to be informed that if he will continue this way, then they are not going to have that brotherhood, because he was somehow interested even to rule in Africa, just like Gaddafi we saw. So these people were afraid, and that is why we are seeing them having a meeting in Uganda with the AU chairman in order to apologize for the presidents in East Africa. Number four, to allow Museveni released Kenyans who were arrested a few months ago. That was the main now aim why Ruto made a visit to Uganda. Because since we are seeing political differences emerging, Tanzania also throwing their bombshell, Uganda also throwing their bombshell, this was going to carry on in various parts of the countries in East Africa community. So if Ruto had not make a quick decision, then things were going to worsen. We hope and we believe that at least it's going to change under his leadership administration, because I believe that the IGAD meeting have issued alternative warning on how any president in East Africa community or in Africa should rule the people in the republic. That is what I had to share with you at this point, and I still request you continue supporting this channel through your subscriptions, like, and also watch our videos as you give us your opinion at the comment section below. Bye bye, as we hope to meet on another analysis.